You know what, guys?
How many?
5 more weeks and back to school.
Yes.
Isn't that great?
Yes.
He loves it,
How
eh?
many locks are we going for?
2. 2 up and 2 back.
I can't wait till school begins again.
Sorry.
Look.
I can't wait until...
Look.
Whoa.
Oh, let's see.
What? You can't wait until school begins? How come?
Once the waters inside the chamber finally equal that of the canal in front of us, they can wind the gates open, swing the bridge, and we will be on our way.
Oh, the bridge swings.
You have to
Just like the one in Bob Cajun. Kind of.
This one works.
This one works, the one in Bob Cajun.
Are you from Bob Cajun?
Sorry?
Are you in Bob Cajun?
I was just up there last week, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I did a nice little trip up from Lindsay to Fenelon Falls and Bob Cajun and back down to Port Perry, actually. Quite a nice little short distance getaway from Toronto. There's a lot of nice areas here. Yeah.
Lindsay and Lake Skugog are rather unique.
Yeah?
In the fact that years ago they put in a mill in Lindsay. The Purdy family built a mill in Lindsay. It was farther up on the river than it is right now. It's beside the old lock. It used to be farther up on the river. When they put the mill in, though, they also put in a dam and raised the water level on Lake Skugog a lot higher than what it is today.
Oh, really?
It flooded all the little creeks and tributaries that feed the lake. And they had basically they had a plague that went through there because of waterborne mosquitoes and things carried it, and a lot of people died all the way around that lake back in, this was the 1800s. I don't know the dates, I don't remember the dates specifically, but the farmers that lived around the lake all put together arms and dynamite. They went down and blew the dam out. Purdy wanted to build his mill, so he started putting it back in again, and they were going to have another riot down there, so the government paid Purdy something like $2,000 to relocate his mill down into the town of Lindsay, which was a lot lower and didn't need as big a head of water, and they were able to then drain the lake back to more of a navigable.
Interesting, a riot over water levels. Yeah?
The government went in and paid Purdy $2,000, I believe,
which was a lot of money in that.
His mill.
Yeah, at that time, yeah. Look at that, we're all done now. The manual winding of these sluice gates is finished. Parks Canada has opened the gate.
There's federal dollars at work.
Yeah, federal dollars at work. Oh, putting the engine on. There we go. Oh. Yes.
Hey guys, just plug your ears. I'm going to blow the horn.
Oh, he's got to blow the horn. The horn's right up there. That's not too bad.
That wasn't loud.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Why did it blow the horn?
Don't have to let too many do it.
There we go.
Make it the rule. What? Why did there we go? Swing bridge opening? Yeah, there's the bridge swinging over.
Oh yeah, look at that.
In the late early 1900s, they built the canal through the area. R.B. Rogers, the man that designed and built this part of the waterway, had a young sister whose name was Mariah. They named the street and the bridge in front of us after his youngest sister. It's called the Mariah Street Bridge. As you can well imagine, during the summertime, with a tremendous number of pleasure craft that travel through this waterway, this bridge will swing several times an hour, tying up traffic in both directions for an awfully long distance. But you know, the people in Peterborough, they are a very patient bunch. They'll quietly sit in their cars here for 5 or 10 minutes at a time, listening to radios, talking amongst themselves. In fact, oftentimes as we travel through here, they'll take but a moment, roll the windows down, and even wave at us. Oddly enough, though, sometimes only one finger extended. But if that happens, it's just a friendly Peterborough greeting. Go ahead and smile and wave back. I'm sure they're just being friendly.
There's another bridge up ahead. Is that a bridge?
CP rail.
Oh, and that rail line is still in operation, right?
Just ahead of us right now, you can see the next train bridge, or the next bridge along the waterway is a train bridge. This is CP Rail's main line. It runs from Havelock all the way through Peterborough, catching many of the small towns all the way to Toronto. This was the main via line for many years. It carried passengers back and forth each day. However, they discontinued that a number of years ago, and today it's used basically only for freight trains. Erected here in the early 1900s, it too was a manually operated bridge. It had a big turnkey that sat down in the middle of it. Two men could then walk around in circles to open and close the bridge.
Today, though, they have an electric motor that does the same task, but sure enough, if they had a hydro outage in the area, they can still open and close the bridge manually. Quaker Oats is probably one of the largest users of this track as they bring most of their grain products through here by rail. This bridge swings a couple of times every day and is closed most evenings for the late-night trains to travel through Peterborough. As for the Via service, it's now connected by GoBus from Oshawa to Peterborough.